Hey everyone, today is Friday, the 8th of July. Today was the last shuttle launch for the United States Space Program, NASA. Um, wow, that surprised me. The I watched it live on TV and then watched repeats of it on CNN. It was pretty, well, I don't know. I've seen shuttle launches before, so it was pretty standard. It went without a hitch, except for, I think, one of the arms on the station on the landing platform got stuck at some point, and they're like, "Is it clear? Yeah, it's clear. Okay, fine." I think that's what happened. I'm not entirely sure. It's hard to tell sometimes through the radio chatter. But anyways, that got me thinking. Like I made a tweet after it happened. Okay, so how long till we get X-wings and Tie fighters? Huh? Huh? No. Actually, a more realistic question would be how long until we get a space elevator? Cables created in space and then extended down through our atmosphere and anchored on the ground right around the equator somewhere. So I think northern Brazil helps, or another equatorial country like that, within a few degrees, and then you build this massive tower that goes from orbit down to the surface. Uh, the spin of the Earth would keep it straight, and you run rail cars up and down it. And what you do is you have the rail car is positively charged, for example, and then you have all the plating below it positively charged, and you put all the plating above it negatively charged. And as it goes, the plating underneath it changes to positive. So it gets pulled and pushed all the way up to the top. And then to bring it down, you just do it in the reverse order. Um, but at least that's an option. Yay, magnetics. I read about that in science fiction. So, in fact, the book is somewhere around here. It's called Article 23 by William Forstchen. He wrote, it's the middle book in a trilogy called Star Voyager Academy. I guess it's the Justin Bell trilogy or what have you. But I thought the concept of a space elevator was really freaking cool. And it sounded very simple. I mean, well, it's almost along the lines of the O'Neill cylinder. Uh, you know, creating gravity through a rotation of a cylinder. And the farther out you got from the center, the higher the gravity got because there was more force being exerted on you. And the closer you got to the center, the less gravity there was because there was less spin in the center. So I think this stuff is fascinating. I think by encouraging companies to go for space, this stuff is going to happen a lot faster. Yeah, there are going to be a lot more deaths because companies don't regulate as heavily as the government does, typically. Uh, but deaths are the price of exploring a frontier, of new technology. There's no sense wringing your hands. Oh, but our children are going to be killed by going into space. I'm sorry, there's no air in space. You have to bring your own air, you have to bring your own water, you have to bring your own food, and that all weighs a lot, even in space, or I should say, masses a lot in space, because weight is relative to the location that you're in. So it's I know it's going to happen one of these days. We're going to get up into space, and you're going to have these parent organizations. My kid was killed exploring space. It's a horrible idea to go into space. We have all these problems here on Earth. Well, yeah, maybe. You have a valid point that there are horrible things going on here on Earth, but we need jobs. And the jobs are in aeronautics and space. And America is definitely well positioned to make a good step towards it. Unfortunately, China is currently going that way, and obviously you have Russia as well. But I think this is a human achievement, not just a national achievement. I think as a race we need to go to the stars. As a race we need to achieve these things, not just for our countries, not just for ourselves, but for the benefit, the the benefit for our entire species. I don't care how it gets done, just that it gets done. So, until next time, I'm going to go downstairs and play some Star Trek Online. In case you hadn't noticed, they updated ground combat. Oh yeah. Oh, and I refitted the USS Iowa. It looks powerful. Well, it's always powerful, but you know what I mean. Now, if only I could get it to bristle with cannons. Until next time.